because everyone's ready to go back to school. Moms are getting back in routine. And so a lot of times when you're talking to people, either they say, I have so much going on, it'll be good like after school, or it's usually like, I need something as soon as like I need to get back on track because summer was crazy. And so I think a lot of times like we try to, when we talk about our groups for August in our postings, we put stuff about just like getting back in the swing of things with this, you know, school starting up, back on track with school, you know, anything like that you could add extra as far as like
back into routine.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Janelle or Jalen posted something about like something about the chaos, managing the chaos.
She homeschools, right?
She homeschools, yeah, but they homeschool, but still, just as she's like, it doesn't matter. It just seems to be you're getting summer vacations and just a lot of stuff. Just I think she's a group and she's calling it managing the chaos.
So
but,
anything like that, yeah, it's fun. We always in the past we would do a lot of the theme groups. So you could do like if you want to do a free group, you know, it could be something centered around back to school, whatever. Something, I don't know, something on that. Trying to think, what have we've done in the past, but I can't. My brain's not. Because right now I just call them boot camps because I gave up on trying to be creative on something. And I just talk to people about how I can help them. But anyways, I wanted to go over some things tonight. Just about ways to kind of help your business. I also wanted to talk about our next Fit Boss Academy. So I'm transitioning from putting it in the My Challenge Tracker app into the team page under units. And that's why I haven't got one up for this week because I was going to get one in. So that's going to be in our team page all the time so you can go at your own pace. And I'll post it all probably tomorrow. So you'll see all of them, but you go at your own pace and you'll just see that unit. So you go on the team page and you just go under units for the Boss Academy and it'll be there. And then Shay and I and Clip will be putting in some extra stuff for those that, you know, beyond just the initial coach training, but also for anyone that's, because we talk with a lot of people that are health professionals too. So fitness professionals, help anyone that's into fitness already that wants to see more how they can use it in with their business. Different things that we're doing. So it could be like a nurse or anyone that's in that field, a nutritionist, a trainer, anyone that's in that too that you're talking to, or anyone that's just a fitness enthusiast that you want to dig in to learn more on how to use that portion of it. Because I think there's a little, we keep it simple, but there's a little, sometimes if you have the endurance background, you know, endurance training or some kind of fitness or health or nutrition background, there's also a different component that you can add to it as well. And not that you have an up on the playing field by any means. It just means of how you can incorporate it into your business. Because Beachbody is amazing because anyone can do anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter your background, your experiences, or anything like that.
It'd be really cool, Patty. Also, I was thinking this on the way home because Reese's teacher from last year just found out she was pregnant. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of coaches that are teachers that have been able to quit their teaching job within a year to 3 years or 4 years to get a video specific for teachers too. Now, I don't have that experience, but it'd be really cool to get one from either Melissa Brewer or the new Coke girl. She's only been around for like a year and a half. She quit her job.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could find something, or maybe Melissa Brewer has something, but basically
I'm sure there's plenty of people on Inspiration that we can just ask.
Ashley Smith. Yeah. Was able to quit. So it's not right away, but it's in a year. And
Tara Bialik was a teacher.
Tara Bialik.
Yeah.
That would be cool because I think teachers are kind of there's teachers, professionals.
So we could do that. Just having a separate unit where it has 1 or 2 or 3 videos of different ways they've incorporated with that background. I think that's a great idea. Let me write that down before I forget. because that's
So teacher, health professional. So just to kind of review, Patty, it's going to be in the Fit to Endure under units, New Coach University.
Yeah, I'm going to have it called Fit Boss Academy. Just have a different name, but.
So we don't have to wait. Anybody
no. Anyone that's new can go in at any time, go under units and start it, and they can go at their own pace. That way, because we've been struggling is with my Challenge Tracker app, that us having to wait until we had a good amount, like a good group, so someone's not going through it, one or two people, you know what I mean? It was like, then it would be every other week, and then it was it'll be so much easier this way.
I like it.
So all of you will see it in the Fit to Endure page as notification after another as I'm setting it up, just to give you a heads up. But then once it's set, it won't be like that anymore. It just I have to get it all in there. Okay, cool. So I wanted to go over just a few things. I was really digging into some trainings lately on ways to just for anyone really to grow the business more, how I could apply that, how I could teach that. And so I came across some stuff that I wanted to, this is from a mix of like Tara Bialik, who we talked about. She was a full-time teacher and now she's a rock star coach. And Mindy Wender, who is actually like one of our like great-great-great-great-grandma uplines or whatever. Just some like information as far as like tips on things. So that's where this is all coming from. But I thought it was really, really good. It's from like multiple videos, but kind of all put together. So the first thing that she kind of showed up on things is that this was such a good point. There's three main ones just to kind of give you an idea of where we're going with this. That our business is more than just posting. So Tara Bialik said that basically 10% of our business is posting. And we get so worried about our posts. We put so much time into our posts. When we don't see the immediate response, hey, nobody liked it, no one's commenting on it, you get down maybe the next day, or like putting the value of your business in your post. And that's not really the big part of the business. Yeah, it's helpful to add value to people, and we do like to have, be able to attract people. That's attraction marketing and using our posts. But what's happening is behind the scenes, right? So remembering that you're building relationships with people behind the scenes and talking with them. And one of the things that Tara says to ask is basically, what's your business really about? Like, what is it that you do as a coach? And the answer usually we come up with, right, is we help people, right? Yeah. So then she said, so what are you doing every day to help people? And remembering that, how we're implementing change in people's lives, it's, when you're talking to them behind the scenes, are you also giving value? Are you lifting people up? Are you encouraging them? I remember that was one of my favorite things when I first became a coach, was in my connections that I counted every single day was a goal to compliment and lift someone up, like genuinely, And I think, there's so much more to that as far as like inviting and actually giving them the tools and resources as a coach to help them through things, right? But just remembering that, like, behind the scenes who you're connecting with. So she brought up Insta stories, which is just amazing. Are you guys all using Insta stories? I'm like, I always show up usually with my workout. I try to put a poll on there. Like, I try to engage on my stuff, but Insta stories, other people's Insta stories. Like, go to other people if they're on there. Otherwise, just go to their posts. And that is like so helpful to be able to engage with them. And it could be just as easy as like they post a picture with their kids and you put a heart. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like whatever. You're just showing up every single day or whenever, you know what I mean? And just supporting and encouraging and uplifting people. And so Insta Stories is such a great way. Facebook Stories isn't as big, but Insta Stories is such a great way to do that. Like when I first became a coach, they didn't have Insta Stories. So connecting a lot of times, because I didn't really have Instagram. Like I had an Instagram, but I didn't really go on there. And so I would be on Facebook and I would just like messaging people, just seeing how they are, catching up. It was a lot of like people I hadn't talked to in years, you know what I mean? Just finding out where they're at. And then if they seemed like they were at a place where they needed help, then that's when I would be like, you know, girl, you should totally do this with me or whatever. But, hey bud. But yeah, so Insta Stories is so easy to do that now because you just literally just click on it and then you just put an emoji or, you know, compliment them or something. So yeah, so the big part of the business was her point on it is that what you're doing behind the scenes is such a big part of the business. What you're doing people can't see is even more important than like our postings. You know what I mean? You have to be reaching out to people and connecting with people and talking with them. And I know sometimes it's scary, I think, when you start out to message people, but like I said, the Insta Stories really kind of breaks that. And people are so used to like, you know,
I think also, I know like in the beginning, I was thinking about this the other day, all my challengers or even people like in my free groups, like I would randomly send them a message with, like I would get one recipe or like even a quote.
Yeah.
Quote and just say, hey, I had you on my heart this morning. This quote came to me and I thought maybe you'd like it too. How are you doing? Or, you know, something like that. And then you just mass send that out to anybody. And it doesn't take as much time because if you're sending a to, you know, maybe 5 people, that's one thing. But if you're sending it to 20, 30, 40 people, but if you just kind of copy and paste it, you get a little bit more because it's non-threatening. It's you're just basically just saying, hey, you are on my heart and thought maybe you'd like this quote. And, oh my God, I really needed to hear this. Or they don't say anything, but none of them are going to be like,
yeah,
oh, don't, leave me alone.
Yeah.
So, and then sometimes it opens the door for them to say, like, hey, you were on my heart, and maybe if you're a Christian, you can say, is there something I could pray for you about?
Mm-hmm.
But not a long way about some people, or is there something I can help you with? Or don't ever hesitate to reach out. I'd love to be a resource for you, even if they're not your customer yet. Just let them know, okay, I'm there. I know I've kind of gotten away from that, but you're right. Like that's like one of my favorite parts of the business, and why I got into it is to help people. I love that.
Yeah, something that I think it was Mindy Wender had brought up in one of the trainings I was talking about. She said that sometimes when she's going through Insta Stories and she's like connecting with people, she's kind of like, wait, I should be working, and then she's like, wait, this is work. But you gotta have this like weird feeling like this is kind of your job now. You know what I mean? Like when you're connecting with people and sending them like that's, you're building relationships on that. So yeah, the other thing as she brought up was accountability. So number 2 is accountability. So one is just dig deeper, go deeper beyond your posts, make connections, make relationships, talk to people, find out where they are. I can't tell you how many times when I became a coach, because I had lived, sorry, I'm going back to number 1 now. I had lived under a rock for so long, basically. I hadn't talked to many people. I was working in a gym all the time, like all the time. So when I became a coach, I remember going through my messenger on Facebook and having messages from people that I had never even like seen or responded to, of someone just asking how I was. And I was like, oh, like that was really nice of them. And I just remember thinking like, I wanted to do that too with other people, like check in with old friends or whatnot. But okay, so number 2, accountability. I loved it. So for those that don't know, like Shay and I have been success partners forever. And I know like sometimes like she'll work with someone else from like another team and stuff, just because we're on the same team. But we've been basically done everything together. And that has been huge for me. It's been awesome. So I really encourage you, like in our team page or in the threads or whatever, or you just let like me or who, anyone like Shay know if you want a success partner, we'll help you find somebody. We'll help pair you up with someone. because it's so much fun to be able to pair up with somebody, be like, let's do a group together. Hey, do you want to do a free group together? Do you want to do a challenge group together? Like it keeps you accountable, because I knew that if we were going to start on Monday for a group, I couldn't just be like, oh, I don't have enough people, I'm going to back out, because Shay was going to be starting. And even if I talked to her and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I don't have anyone in there yet, and it's Friday, and she'd be like, me either, we better hustle. Like, there was no like, okay, let's extend it. And that it was not like that. We were like, okay, like, and I thought, oh my gosh, she's pushing, I got pushed. You know what I mean? Like, I can't like run a group with nobody in there, so I got to do something. So we really, like, that kept us accountable. But I would also say, there are some trackers, and I'll post another one in the team page, just to have a success partner. You could have like once a week call. Usually Jay and I will do like a once a week checkup on things, whatever. Have accountability of where you're at in your business, your goals. And that's really, really helpful. And we try to pair you up with someone that has a similar goals as you. So like Jessica, you're a teacher, so we could find someone that has a similar background in that, you know what I mean? And with like a young kid, or, you know, that type of thing. So there's different things. But that's been really, really helpful. And then also the pods that we have the message threads. Those are super helpful. Just remember to stay positive in those, like, to keep each other encouraged. That's the point of them, to keep lifting each other up and get help in them too, you know, obviously. But yeah, like, no Debbie Downers. I know we all have tough days, but you know. Okay, then number 3, we talked about recruiting. And I guess recruiting isn't, honestly, like, I remember starting out, like Micah never says like recruits, like we don't really talk about like recruiting. It's usually like sharing the opportunity, but heck, like that's what you're doing, you're recruiting, you know what I mean? But one of the things that Tara does, which I really, really liked, and she picks about 10 to 30 people a month that she wants to get to know better. She writes their name down, wants to get to know them better, digs into that relationship more, whether it's just finding out more about them or commenting on their stuff or whatever. Then she finds out if they're, one, going to be a good fit for her, if they're even going to be a good fit as a coach, because these are coach prospects, or like, you know, if they're interested in the business. So she said that there are some people that just aren't a fit for her, and that's fine. Like, you know, but you still want to get to know them and still work on that relationship. It's not like, oh, you're not a good fit, so yeah, you know what I mean? Like, like still like being friends with people. But she said that, but that also, you know, and some people just, it's not the right timing for them to coach or whatnot, but to where you find out where they're at. And then if coaching is something that will bless their life, that's where you just say, hey, look, this is what it's done for me. And it could be someone that's into fitness already, and you say, hey, you could pay it forward more, or it could be somebody that's not into fitness, and you say, let me help you like feel better and see if this is something you want to do. Excuse me. So that was something I really liked, is just really focusing on, you know, those 10 people, you put 10 people down and you just focus on those relationships with those 10 people a month. Like, I think it really takes away the mass, you know. Sometimes we think like, I need to do so many connections or whatnot, you know, and talk to so many people, but recognize the quality of the relationship over the quantity, you know. Because I'll tell you what, I am like, I know I'm behind on some emails from people, and I know my Instagram inbox has, I showed Shay today, like, I'm working on this, you guys. It's hard sometimes, and I'm not complaining by any means. Like, I'm really thankful, but I know personally, if I could focus on just 10 to 30, you know, relationships of really getting to know someone, I would enjoy that much, much more than surface of so many people. Just as basically like new people, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just, I mean, you want to find joy in what you do, and you want to, yeah, I think that's key in it, sure. So what, let's see here. Oh yeah. So the other thing she brought up as far as those 10 people, she will put her notifications on Instagram for their account so that when they post something, if she's working, she'll go ahead and reply to them or whatnot, or post on their thing or post on their stories if she's working. Like, it's not like oh my gosh, you got to get to it like that. You know what I mean? But just show you're attentive to this person and you're interested in what's going on with their life. So that's a great thing to use the notifications. And also, I don't know what I was thinking with that. My other note on here was just that you're planting a seed. It's not like it doesn't mean that someone's sign up. Like, oh, can you hear me?
Frozen, Patty.
Am I frozen? Can you hear me now? Or am I good?
Patty, you're frozen.
Dang it. I don't know why it's frozen.
There you go.
Okay, I'm good?
There you go.
Okay.
You're good.
Sweet. All right. So does anyone have any questions on that? On any of that? Am I frozen again? Dang it.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
There you are.
All right.
All right. So my question is, I seem to be getting a lot of people with pretty severe injuries. I had an injury too, but I'm talking like tick bite fever, cancer, and I don't know the system well enough. And if I could get some guidance on that, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah. Like they're going through cancer right now? Like treatment?
Or just finished radiation, or surgery on knees, things of that nature. And I'm very careful not to diagnose and treat, but I'm definitely working to make that relationship and listen to them. But as for the program, I told them about the modifiers, but if you guys have any guidance on that, I'd really appreciate it.
I always, if they need help with nutrition, I always recommend like the nutrition, Shakeology, helped my mom a ton after her chemo and radiation because her body was just depleted and just so much junk had she had to deal with. And I can literally see like how just her skin, everything has gotten better through being on the Shakeology after her treatments. Now, obviously you don't want to make like a medical claim on anything, you know what I mean? But any good nutrition is going to help. And so that's where I would recommend, the superfoods, Shakeology. And then if they need help with a nutrition plan, usually we start with nutrition. Shay, do you want to add to that?
Yeah. So I say, obviously, like I've had people going through chemo and things like that. I mean, always like they gotta like. There's actually, if you Google Shakeology doctor letter, there's a letter that they can actually bring to their doctor that literally lists out the ingredients. There's actually a really awesome video too. I recommend everybody watching it. It like really increased my belief system. Shakeology is actually where I started before I even did the fitness programs, and there is really nothing in there that's going to counteract most things. Most doctors are going to approve it. So I would like meet them. And now that we have access to the 2B mindset, that is just going to be vital. If they can't exercise, you could definitely help them in the 2B mindset. And really nobody is really limited to the 2B mindset. Like it's not limited to anybody. People going through cancer can't do soy. So you want to do them on the, we don't have any soy. So it's perfect. A lot of them doctors are really like skippy on soy. But, if a doctor doesn't approve it, it's just because he doesn't know. That's all it is. Like he doesn't know, and they don't want to say, yeah, do it. And that comes back to them. So the more information you can give them. But when it comes to like injuries and things like that, I mean, if they simply can't work out, always do the 2B mindset try to do Beachbody on demand. There's Tai Chi, there's yoga, like the ultimate or the 21-day reset or yoga. What's it? Retreat. I did that for 21-day detox, and it's so simple and so any most low impact, they can, start with that, start with just some really 10-minute yoga just to get them to kind of just move. But even to walk and focus on the nutrition. If they did 2B mindset plus Shakeology, that's always safe to go there. And then use that message thread. Every person is different. And you might even just say, I know that we have tools that we can help you. I'm still so new in this. Let me ask some people with some better experience who've been in this a little longer, what they've done. And then you can say, oh my God, my coach Patty, her mom had cancer and walked through chemo the whole time she was, this is what she did. You can share like some stories and something. So don't be afraid to say, I don't know what's the best for you right now, but let me find out because I want to get you on something I want to help you. So it's okay. Or just, don't respond for a minute and then go in our message thread, because more than likely we've probably across most needs. So, but yeah, I would always just start with their nutrition first.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's such a variety of programs, and just maybe once a week, like every week, make it a point to learn about one new program, when you get started. Because when I got started, all I knew about was PIO because of Patty. I'd done P90X. That was it. Yeah. And so that's kind of it. And then like slowly I started to get to know the different programs. And so every week I would just try to look at testimonies, but don't be afraid to Google and just put in 21-day fix. The FAQ, you type in any of the things, it'll tell you who's it for, who's it not for. So, there's a lot of resources out there. Don't expect to have to know all the answers.
Yeah, Rod is good in how it breaks it up too. Because it'll say, like, when you click on it, it'll say, who it's for and stuff like that too. And what's it called? The yoga studio on Bot is amazing. If you guys haven't seen that, it's got like yoga for athletes, for restorative yoga.
There's 72 yoga workouts on just the yoga channel.
Come here, Bubba.
I think I counted that. Unless they've added more. Even prenatal, I had somebody that couldn't do something, and I put them on.
Prenatal is amazing.
They weren't pregnant, but I put them on the prenatal.
Yeah, there's a whole pre and postnatal section. Oh, the other one that's good is UV2. You remember that? That's good too. Yes. That's for beginners. It's like a cardio dance one. But, come here, Mama. Hey.
It's kind of like a Richard Simmons type.
Like an updated Richard Simmons.
It really is. It's like Brazilian guys like, come on. I don't know if y'all see. It is so cheesy. Roxanne, have you seen?
Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
Oh, have you seen the UV2 when it came out?
I saw it, but I never did it.
The people that are on the videos are all plus size, and the guys is really fun. And I do the workouts with my kids sometimes. I put it on, and I break a sweat, but it's very low impact.
Shay, I was going to say the same thing. I put it on for my boy.
It's kind of fun.
Is that the one you have to do with a partner or no?
No, that's double time. UV, this Brazilian guy, he did the Brazilian butt lift, and he reminds me of Richard Simmons. He really does.
It's so cheesy, though. It really is.
So cheesy. But it gets people moving a little bit, and so anyway.
Low impact on the knees on that one?
Very low impact.
Yeah, that one was designed for people who don't like to exercise.
Okay, that works.
So it's definitely different, but good deal. Well, I'm going to hop off because he is ready for bed.
Okay.
Hey, do you want to take a picture, Shay?